Hey guys, what's up? This is Jason, and I'm going to teach you some basics about the Exocrafts in No Man's Sky. Now, the first thing you want to do is you need to make a Exocraft module, or I guess I should say a station. So, when you're making your base, you have to do your blueprints and everything like that. During the story, they should direct you towards the a specialist. So you'll have to make a specialist. Let me look at what it's actually called. Terminal. You'll have to do a construction terminal, all right? That's the first one you get. The construction terminal lets you get all the other terminals. So once you've built your construction terminal, you need to staff it, and you'll need to do this for all the other stations as well. So you'll need to go to a space station and hire somebody. He'll come back, or she will come back, and start manning your space station. Or your base, wherever your station is. And so once you do that, you'll talk to them, and they'll send you out on missions. And once you've completed a certain amount of missions, they'll give you either blueprints or upgrades, or in the case of the construction specialist, other modules. I keep calling them modules. They're not modules. They are terminals. They will start giving you other terminals, and so you'll get the construction terminal first. Then you'll get the science terminal. And I mean, eventually, as you go through, and every terminal, you'll hire somebody, a specialist, and then you'll have to do some missions for them. And they have like a whole mission structure. And once you've completed their mission structure, they give you a bonus, and they just, you've maxed out whatever they have. So they'll give you all the other blueprints and bonuses they have. Anyway, one of the last ones you get is one for the Exocraft. It looks like this. And once you've gotten an Exocraft Specialist terminal, you could start building Exocraft pods, stations outside. Well, I put them outside. These Exocraft stations do not have any bearing on where they need to be, so you can put them anywhere you want. I keep them next to my base. But yeah, there's 4 in total. Let's go from the smallest to the biggest. This smallest one, let's call it back, is the Nomad. And it is the smallest Exocraft. Then next up is going to be the new one that they just put in there, the Pilgrim. It looks like a Batman motorcycle, doesn't it? This is the next one up. I mean, they're basically the same size. Their inventory is the same size, but the Nomad can go over water. You see how it hovers? You can go over water with that, whereas the Pilgrim cannot because it's heavier. Then the medium one is right here. It is the Roamer. And then the huge tank, the biggest massive one, is the Colossus. Now, as with all the other specialist terminals, these Exocraft Specialists will send you on missions to go around. But you want to do that one, because all of them, they will give you awesome stuff. But with the Exocraft Specialist, once you've completed his quest line, you can talk to him. And he'll send you off to go, what they do is they'll send you off to do a certain thing, and then they'll give you either units or nanites or something special if you complete that mission, and that's it. Well, except for the Exocraft Specialist, he could sell you Exocraft Upgrades. And these upgrades work just like your multi-tool and your exosuit upgrades. Look at this. You can get different modules to upgrade your engine, your cannon, your laser. And I'll show you guys that in a second. But look at that. You can buy all of them, and you buy them for nanites, and you can buy multiples. This is the first time I've run into this. Usually, like at a space station, the modules, you only get one, and you have to come back later on. This one, you could buy tons if you have the nanites. It gets expensive, but you can buy a whole bunch. And so you could totally max out your Exocrafts if you want to. So let me show you awesome things about the Exocraft modules themselves. Now, once you've planted one, let's use the Pilgrim, because I love this thing, the way it looks. You can summon it, so like if you leave it somewhere, like you had to come back, for whatever reason you left it somewhere, you could just summon it, and it'll bring it right back. Or you can modify it, and like modify it, it means you can just change the color. It's almost like the personalization thing at the space station. So you could change the paint, and that's about it. But I mean, you can change decals on it, like you can change See the decal on the front end of it? I always go with that one because I like that one. But yeah, and you can change the different colors on everything on it. Now, hopefully they upgrade this more to where you can do shapes and things like that. But right now, it's just for color and, you know, decals and stuff. And your booster is your jets in the back. You see how I can change it to be blue or, you know, whatever color you want. I like red. I like black and red. That's my thing. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, and so you could change that, and it's for all of them. So whichever one you like to run with, you can go with. Now, once you've gotten the Exocraft and you start doing missions for the Specialist, he will start giving you different upgrades. So let's get in here and let's show you the upgrades. So you don't need to be inside of the Exocraft to do it. Like right now here, let me get out, I'll show you. If you just go into your menus, just like your Starship or your multi-tool, my Exosuit, Starship, my multi-tool, and now I have a different menu for my Exocraft. Now you could place modifications and upgrades on this just like your multi-tool and your Starship and your Exosuit as well. And so, and just like your multi-tool and your Exosuit, there are bonuses. You see how there's a blue outline around this one? You get a mining laser on your Exocraft. And if you put your upgrades together, they will give you a bump. Now, it's not like all of the upgrades, because you can see over here my engine upgrade right here. It doesn't have any kind of an outline around it, so I don't know if they're gonna plan on doing that or what, or if that's like a glitch or a bug. But I'm keeping them just there, just in case. But just like in your multi-tool or your Exosuit or your Starship, as many sides as you can. So try to make squares, because the more sides that are touching, the bigger your bonus is. The same thing for the signal booster. That's for your scan. I don't know why they don't buff each other out. I put them next to each other anyway, just in case it's a bug and it gets patched later on. I don't have to destroy it and replace it. So it's all there anyway. So it's all in position. So if the bug ever gets fixed, or if they ever decide to do that, I'll be good to go. So that is, I mean, it is amazing. And these things are awesome. Let me go to my Exocraft and show you. These really pay off when you're running around. I don't know if any of you guys played Halo, but it's Halo controls. So in order to turn, you have to turn the whole camera. So this is Halo controls. But it is so awesome. And so, I mean, you could also jump with it. So if you need to jump over like a hole or something, the bigger the Exocraft, the slower and less of a jump they do. Like the rover just is insanely fast and it jumps really high, but it doesn't have an inventory. I mean, look at the inventory. This is extra inventory I could place stuff in. So the bigger the Exocraft, the more inventory you have. But you also have, like, here's my cannon. Oh, I can't even see this. Okay, let me, oops, sorry, get out of the way. But I mean, I have a cannon to defend myself. So if I wanted to get this guy, it's not really accurate, so it doesn't do that much damage. And I've got all 3 S upgrades, so it's not really going to do any much, very much damage. You can defend yourself for sure, but it's not as good as like my multi-tool is. Because I can get out with my scatter blaster right now and just kill this guy in 2 shots. But it'll work. The bigger thing is the mining laser. A mining laser, to me, comparatively, it's pretty good to an S-grade regular multi-tool. Because I mean, look at this. It's all the way upgraded, and I also have advanced mining tool on this thing, so I can mine advanced stuff as well. And so, I mean, you're just doing it just like normal. I wonder if this can actually hurt them more. Oh. Does it actually hurt them? Actually, the mining laser works way better than the cannon. Look at that. All right, maybe don't use the cannon so much. Maybe you just use the mining laser. Because look at that. It's just destroying. And also your mining laser, your engine, everything runs on fuel just like your multi-tool would. So if you could see my mounted cannon, I'm already at 90%. It all takes carbon, condensed carbon, or oxygen. Any kind of organic element. So I use condensed carbon. That is the most, the cheapest one to use. But I mean, it lasts pretty good. I mean, it doesn't use that many elements. Especially for what you're getting. But yeah, and And it has shields and health just like your starship would, so you don't want to destroy it. Anyway, guys, well, I mean, that's the basics of what I know about the Exocraft so far. I do know also that this week's community event also uses Exocraft, so you definitely want to get that. It takes a while. It took me about 6 hours to go from zero specialist stations to getting the Exocraft. So it takes a good chunk of time, not as much as I thought. I thought it was going to be a long time. So about 6 hours if you're starting from 0. It'll be a little bit less if you've gone through the story and you've kind of done some other stuff. But just remember, go to your construction terminal, make sure to build out everything. It is one of the last specialist terminals you get is the Exocraft. So, and also, if you don't see any blueprints for them in there, the specialist terminal, they'll also give you some blueprints in the blueprint analyzer. So you're going to need some salvaged tech so you can buy them. I think I bought all of them. Let me look. Blueprint research. I went through, yes, and I bought all of them. So they vary between 1 and 10. A lot of the higher grade stuff, some of the higher grade equipment is going to cost 10 salvage tech. So just be ready for that, you guys, all right? So hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button for me. And if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading tip videos and basics all the time. So I'll see you guys next time.